Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today we're learning from Words for Building Character number 6. Gratitude is a joy that can be savored only by those who keep making effort. Words for Building Character number 6. Gratitude is a joy that can be savored only by those who keep making effort. Thank you, Lord God. This one really struck my heart, and it had a very deep and profound meaning to me. I don't think Master has said it this way before in the past. Maybe he has, maybe I've overlooked it, but I don't know, it felt like a new teaching for me. So, gratitude is a joy. Gratitude is a joy as long as you keep on making efforts. So, if you're a lazy person and if you've been slacking off, then you won't be able to find the joy of ingratitude. That's the way I took it, which kind of hurts because of course, I try to be strict with myself, but oftentimes we find ourselves losing to our laziness. I'm going to just sleep an extra hour, or instead of studying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be binge watching a lot of videos on Netflix or whatever. And we tend to waste a lot of time, and we tend to be easy on ourselves. But that's a mediocre person, and that's just an ordinary person. However, we Buddha's disciples want to exceed that. We want to be, if I say exceptional figures, that might be like way too high, but we at least want to be above average, right? We want to be above average because we're all trying to become bodhisattvas, and in this lifetime at least, we're trying to become arhats, reaching the upper part of the sixth dimension. That sort of enlightenment, that level of enlightenment is very hard to reach. So we want to be strict with ourselves. However, also at the same time, another way I took it is sometimes when we're making daily efforts day by day, we sometimes feel that is this going to bear fruit? And we sometimes question ourselves, like, I'm making efforts, but I'm not reaching the goal that I want to. And that also leads to wanting to give up. But in that state, when I read this sentence, I kind of switched gear in my thoughts, switched to kind of like the tracks of my thoughts. And like, instead of feeling pessimistic that I'm not progressing enough, even though I'm putting in effort, I kind of switched that to kind of like a positive, brighter view that the more you do make efforts, it's true. It's very true. It's like, after knowing this, after coming in contact with this truth, this sentence that we're learning today, I was able to start to think that being allowed to make efforts is something to be grateful for. We're given a privileged, at least I am, right? Given a very privileged situation where I can work on myself to make myself better so that I can help the world. And not everyone has that kind of environment. So the fact that we're even allowed to be alive and to be allowed to make a certain effort in itself is already something to be grateful for. And when I started thinking that, like, the efforts that I was making kind of turned into this, not like a happy three-dimensional joy, but more like a shallow happiness, but more like a deep, savoring joy, a spiritual joy, where you feel Lord's love. That's the sort of joy I was able to kind of switch towards to after reading this sentence. Only though, however, while making efforts. So going back to the first half of my talk, if we have a tendency to slack off, let's first get back on track of making constant and daily persevering efforts. And then, it's very true, by making efforts and by reading the sentence and contemplating on it, those efforts will turn into joy, 100%. That's what I felt. What did you think? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.